Yeah. Hi, everyone. Oh, let's see. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. How you doing? Good evening, good evening. Thanks for joining. Good evening, everyone. Ẹ káàsán olùkọ́, ẹ káàsán akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing? How is the weekend going? Good evening. Let me sit down. Let me get information too quick. Good evening, everyone. I'll buy in that beat. How's everyone doing? How's the weekend going? Got balance. Right. Good evening, everyone. How you're doing? It's such a good time seeing you guys again today. Um, it's been a very eventful week, isn't it? I hope you are getting it together. I hope that you've fully commenced working on your goals for the year. The only thing that you will find difficult to achieve are the things that you believe you cannot achieve. Okay? You determine the impossibility, you determine what is not possible. Good evening, everyone. Annie Flinis, àwọn orúkọ tẹ máa ń jẹ́ gan-an lọ́wọ́ ṣàníyàn. Annie Flinis, Damilola Oshingbela, welcome. Stonegate, welcome. Queen Dupsy, good evening, welcome. Fumi FSJ, good evening, welcome. Ebuziba, Dotun Oduntayo, good evening and welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. A quick one. I have a little twitch in my regular schedules. So the Tuesdays shows that we normally have our chat room would be a little bit, difficult for me to keep right now because of my schedule. You know, my job changes and my schedule changes. So now I can't do, I'm always at home in the afternoon before, so I can do shows in the afternoon on weekdays. But now, not again. New year, new developments. You know what I mean? Can you guys hear me audibly? Please do us a favor as you're joining. Can you please just click the share button and just invite one of the people to join us so that we can take off from. I promise you, it's going to be very interesting, and we're going to be striking a lot of edges, and it will be brief because I have one or two other agenda for the day. So we won't be able to hold on Tuesday again. Ola Konye. You guys say you can't hear me audibly? Obiago Elizabeth, welcome. Thanks for joining. Somebody said they can't hear me. Who are these ones from YouTube? Online streak without clothing. Masha is blocking Buletiwa. Okay. Olayinka Valentot said they can hear me on YouTube. So YouTube can hear me. Is it Facebook that they said they can't hear me audibly? You guys can't hear me on somebody said no. I've been wanting me Facebook. Is he actually not audible? Okay. Come on, go show a lot more. I'm violence children. Everybody confuse me. Okay. My chairman, sir. Chairman, show you can casting in the real life show. Hey, show love with chairman. Henry Punio. Hey, show love with chairman. Only be that sort of sinner. Okay. Abide Miraji, thanks for joining. All right, so I just want to lay a foundation, as we, bevel into the series through the entire month of February. And we are going to this is not like a show where my chairman vex for me, tí mo wà nǹkan náà tẹ́tí gbàgbé síbi já mi tán náà chairman kò yẹ ká máa káàsì ara wa báyìí já mi tán. Chairman, I will call you, sir, after the show. Tí wọ́n á di pè é dẹ́wà á di gbé àwọn blog ara wọn last. So before we bevel into the entire series for the month of February, we're going to spend the next 4 Saturdays. I can't promise you Sunday, but I would try. But I would try and see if I can be having maybe like an hour on Sunday. We'll not have like a proper discussions, but at least I can guarantee you Saturdays. So today we just want to start and just lay a foundation. So we have something to look forward to the entire month of February. Month of February being, simultaneously known as a month of love or lovers. The whole world celebrates Valentine's in the month of February, and we seem to ignore the fundamentals of this subject matter. I want to say emphatically that I've come to terms, or in fact, it takes a fool not to realize that everybody is either or both a recipient of love or a victim of love. I will take that again. Everybody is a recipient of love or a victim of love. Now, what that means is that you are either enjoying love or love is serving you breakfast. You understand? And sometimes it is both. The only reason why some people's life has gotten meaning and they find expression and fulfillment in their life is that they enjoy love at one point in time of their life. However, the only reason why some people have missed it in life and has failed and fall into a deep shit that they cannot come out of it is because they fell in love at one point or the other. It is easy. I've met a couple of people who says, kilo coming, fuck love. It means to call you me, I care. I will not nobody can hear me. I will fall in love more. tó bá tọ́ra ẹ̀ tán, wà bọ́lẹ̀. You are either a recipient of love or you are a victim of it. You are either enjoying it or you are being served breakfast by it. As a matter of fact, this entire world was created out of the motive of love. So all the nomenclature of life respond to this element. God, out of his love, created human beings. Let us create man in our own image, after our likeness. And they may have dominion. God wants to have fellowship. God wants to see his look-alike. God wants to have people who can, share with him, who can fellowship with him, who can look up to him. So out of a desire, God being God, the supremacy in his awesomeness, with all his power, he can make anything happen. God can do anything. Bible established to us that with God, all things are possible. With God, nothing is impossible. God can do exceedingly abundantly above. But there is one thing that God cannot do. God cannot praise himself. Which brings us to the fact that everybody needs encouragement. Everybody needs love. If God, who created you, is looking for somebody to praise him, you now say, me, I don't send them. Kilo come. You all look back for I. Frustration lived by life, you sent. Everybody needs encouragement. Everybody deserves to have that warm hug and a pat on the back. Everybody needs somebody to tell him, you look beautiful. You are doing well. Even when you fall, you say, okay, fine, it's okay. I know you can do it. You got it wrong this time, but I know you can do it. Everybody needs that support system, that encouragement, that push. Somebody that look into your eyes and tell you how amazing you look. Somebody who will wake you up in the morning with a smile on his face. Somebody who, if everybody see your flaws, all he sees is your effort to do it right. Somebody who will always be there, ride or die for you. A motivator, an encourager, an inspirer. Everybody needs it. Because if God that created us, needs somebody to praise him, that's the only thing God cannot do for himself. God created heaven and earth. He can do anything. There's nothing he cannot do. There is nothing he cannot do. There's one thing he cannot do. He can't praise himself. The book of Psalms, talking about God. He said, thou, God, who inhabited the praises of his people. That means God live. In fact, what that means is that God cannot even survive without being in the fellowship of his people. He said he inhabits the praises of his people. God actually is oxygen, is praises. That's where he lives. In biology, when they talk about classifications of animal, they talk about aquatic animal, herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals, and all those things. Those different types of species of animals determines the where they can survive, the atmosphere, the conditions, their breathing pattern. Some animals need oxygen, like human beings, we need oxygen to survive. Some animals actually need carbon dioxide to breathe. The aquatic animals don't breathe oxygen, they breathe carbon dioxide. Animals who are like goats, like sheep, they have 4 glands. Fish has grills. Whichever species they are determines where they can live. There are animals that are herbivorous animals. There are animals that are carnivorous animals. There are mammals animals. Carnivorous animals have to feed on flesh, so they have to be in the jungle where they can see animals to eat. Herbivorous animals eat grasses, so they just need to be in the bush where they can eat grasses, right? Then there are some classification of animals again that shares both the traits of carnivorous and herbivorous animals. If you miss your biology class, I'm doing you a favor now, right? Those animals are animals that live both on land and water. What do they call those kind of animals? All of you that did not stay in biology class, you know me, right? That's another classification of animals that share both carnivorous and herbivorous traits. They live both on land and animal and land and water rather. They live both on land and water. Example of such animals are, the big reptiles, alligators, crocodile, snakes. There are certain species of snakes that live in water and they can come to the land. Same way, in the classification of animals, there are animals that require certain temperature to live. So you will not see some animals in some locations, and then you will see a lot of them in certain locations. And then there are some animals that requires a very cold temperature for them to survive. There's another animal that requires a very warm temperature for them to survive. Somebody said they fumigated America. That's why there's no snake here. Number one, you need to live in Texas before you know that there's snake in America. Why is there snake in Texas? Because it's warm all up there. There's a lot of snake in Texas. There's a lot of snake in California. Because it's warm there. They have not born the father of that snake where? To live in Tennessee, Louisiana, Buffalo, New York, Maryland, the girl that is which snake are they born where to live in Chicago? Why? Because it's a cold-blooded animal. He will die. He can't survive the cold temperature in Chicago. Woo, God. But everybody who lives in Texas knows that they are co-tenants with reptiles. When I came to America very new, somebody was trying to show me around in Maryland. So when you are JJC, they want to take you to notable places. So he said, let's go to the zoo. And I was like, okay. And we set out to go to the zoo. For some reason, we had a discussion of animals that are in the zoo. And they said, oh, you will go and see. I said, what animals do they have there? And they said, I will go and see lizard. Egbami. I said, lizard. He said, yes. Lizard. He said, yes. Me. If I will go to zoo to go and look at lizard. He said, yes, they have lizard in the zoo and all this different kind of lizard. I laugh. I say, my ancestors will not forgive me if I do such. Me, when I was a child, we used lizard to do sports. There's no child on my street. My mother's house is fenced around and it's not a plastered fence. So lizard think that is a play area for them. And since they were already, there are holes on top of it, so they probably live there. On my own street, every kid have catapults. We don't use it for hunting, it's game. We will sit down in my compound like this, and I'm holding catapult anyway. Takes to fire lizard like this. My mother will shout, ṣe ẹ fẹ́ jẹ ni? Tó bá ti pa kó gbé o, kó lọ sóúnjẹ kó lọ gbé lọ fún bàbá ẹ̀. We use lizard to do inter sports. Kill lizard at least I will kill 14 a day. Somebody now said I should go to zoo to go and look at lizard. I was like, you must be kidding me. I was like, I'm not going because if I went there and the lizard they are showing me in the zoo, I have any problem. What am I emphasizing? To kids that are born here, lizard is an animal to go and watch. Me, that was born in Lagos, I live all my life in Abeokuta, where lizard and tenants, lizard will walk in your balcony anytime. Lizard will run into your living room any time of the day if you lose guard. And I was like, no, I'm not going to zoo to go and see no damn lizard. But another thing I noticed when I was new in Maryland was that there are squirrels everywhere. Squirrels looks like pets here. The way we have lizard in Abeokuta, so many. Squirrel and their lizard here. At least on 2 occasions, squirrel has ran into my room. One day, my daughter almost freaked out. And my daughter is very fearless. Fearless. He saw the squirrel jog inside the room and was going towards the kitchen. My daughter was still very little then. And she crawled behind the squirrel, going to go and pick it up. The mother saw it and freaked out. Me that their colleague has started to come and save the situation. Moja panic. Big squirrel. They are habitable here. If we see one squirrel where I grew up, we will pursue it for 5 kilometers. I'm about finding anything. We will pursue it for 5 kilometers. But they find an abode here because the weather and the environment and the nomenclature is conducive for them. For God can only survive in the praises, in an atmosphere of praise. So God needs people. If our Bible says that God seeks those that will worship him, he constantly looks for people who will worship him. That's why you can't be a worshiper and not get the attention of God. That's not where we are going. Today is not sermon. So as powerful as God is, God has needs. Out of this need, because he loved to fellowship, he created man. Out of his love, he created man. So if God can need somebody who will be praising him, who will be encouraging him, who are you? You think you are Damendra, your heart is strong. Everybody need love. Everybody need an encourager, a motivator, an inspirer. Somebody who will always get your back. Somebody you can laugh with. Somebody you can cry to. Somebody you can share your joy with. Somebody you can share your pain and your failures. Somebody who you are not afraid that is going to judge you. Somebody who knows you to detail. Somebody who you don't have to utter a word before they can know the intent of your heart and the details of your emotions. Somebody who will bear your weaknesses without judging you or reprimanding you, who understand you and understand your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses. Somebody who will always lift up your hands and lift up your shoulder. Somebody who will always say, yes, you can to everything that you believed in. Somebody who will always be by your side and be ahead of you and be behind you. Everybody needs an encourager. Everybody needs a motivator. Everybody needs love. I need to emphasize this because this is the fundamentals of everything we are going to discuss for the entire month. So that some people will not come and try to fool yourself by exonerating yourself from the subject of love and relationship. God created this world with the purpose of relationship. God wants to have relationship with man. That's why he created man. When he was creating us, he wired us without mechanism. You will never survive alone. There is a football team in England that I love their slogan. It says, never walk alone. Who knows that team? Liverpool FC. Never walk alone. No matter how smart, intelligent, profound, prolific, independent, established, rich, bred, it doesn't matter. Your class, your state, your status, your affinity, your affiliations, your relation, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs somebody to survive. We're already born, into families. Our nuclear families, father, mother, siblings, uncles, aunties, and all these relatives. So you look at if that, well, if we need love, we can get all the love we need from our family. Correct. But this is the human instinct. We are born with the nature of God. And one of the nature of God is that God is creative. God is creative. Let us make man in our image after our likeness. You see, that likeness is that we have the ability of God. We share the same mind with God. Let this mind be in you as also in Christ. That's what the Bible says. So we share the nature of God. And one of the nature of God is that He is creative. Now we have all our families. Remember, we don't choose them. Which one of you choose the mother that will give birth to you? Which one of you chose his brother or his sister, his siblings? I bet not. So families are defined as necessary evil. If your family is amazing, good luck to you. You're blessed. If you have a family that have a bond and they share love and if your family is Dangmana Shoko like my own, my family, we love each other. We love each other, but from afar. Like my family is the family that if our name can change from King, our family name should be Kosayush. They don't give a F in my family. They will check you occasionally. My mother included too. She might be on that show. Will come in. I did not invite you. You know you are the one that come by yourself. So the right J want to. I was said to her behind the curtain, including my mother. They no send you. They're not doing it for me because I'm a brother. That's how it just wired. So you can't be angry with my family that, auntie me pay me like the person you are telling will say, but no, she will survive me. And it's not from my own generation. The generation that were ahead of us. Now so they be. If you see them together, you will say, wow. They share so much love. And all of them are Christians. In fact, half of my family are redeemed members. Not redeemed pastors. Half of my family are pastors and redeemed. If you see them sharing together, oh God, you will envy that family. But ask them, when was the last time they check on each other? They love from afar. So if you are from a family like my own, good luck to you. But whether you have a very functional, affectionate family, or you have a very passive family like mine, or you don't even have family at all, or your family are actually your biggest regrets, because trust me, there are some families like that. Some people who wish they can shoot their sibling long ago. Either way, you see, family love is never enough. I've seen so many people. Èmi ò ráyè relationship mọ́ kí ló kàn mí. Àwọn ọmọ mi ni mò ń face nísìn. Àwọn ọmọ mi kíni kan. The one person that we find it easy to lie to is ourselves. You see, the thing about love is that, do you see that creative instinct of God that is in us? Always makes us want to create our affection by ourselves. Because we don't choose our family. You are born into a family. You don't choose who your mother is. You don't choose who your father is. You don't choose who your sister or your brother is. And if you don't have any, you don't choose not to have any. If you have lost any of your family, you don't choose to lose them. Life just happened. So family are necessary evil. We don't have any control. We can't restrict it. We can limit it. We can't make it better if it's bad. We can't make it bad if it's better. If it's better, we can't make it more better if it's average. is necessary evil. There's an instinct of human that want to create your own affection. We want to create a world the same way God created the heaven and earth. Every human has an instinct to create his own world. So we begin to yearn and crave to create our own love life. Somebody asked me a very, very twisty and tricky question, but I consider it a dumb one because I answered in 2 seconds. He said, how did he even phrase the question? He said, if I have 10 million naira today and my wife and my mother is in danger. No, he said if they kidnap my wife and my mother and I have 10 million and they give me 10 minutes to pay 10 million each for each of them. He said, who will I save first? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope and pray that my mother is not watching this show because she's about to be disappointed. Yeah, Doctor, she will give me send the invite to Friday. Ẹ máa fún yín ní ọ̀rọ̀ Facebook, ẹ máa láwọ́ yín, ẹ máa lo bí paracetamol ni o. I will say to you later, you know I love you, die, but this is the honest truth of life. Or you should just leave this show now and come back later. I'm about to disappoint you. So he said, if I have 10 million and my wife and my mother is kidnapped, just in case you hear that they have disowned me, my family, you know that it is you people that cause it. It is this show that cause it. I'm about to tell you something. So they say if my wife and my mother is kidnapped and they're demanding 10 million each for each of them, and I have 10 million and they're giving me 10 minutes, say, who will I save us? I didn't spend 2 seconds. I said, I will save my wife. And he said, hey, so mommy, you cannot be. I said, for how long? I'm praying to God to give my mother long life. But whether I like it or not, the days of my mother is numbered. It's very numbered. She will soon go. Maybe the next 20 years, God give her long life and let her enjoy the fruit of her labor. But if you like, elongate her life, Jubelo, she will soon go. I have a whole life ahead of me after my mother, after she has enjoy, go. I will still have like 40, 50 years to live on it. So I will save my mother and live. It's like you are telling me that, do you want to save your past or your future? My mother is my background. My wife is my future. You understand? My wife is the tomorrow that I am struggling for. It's part of that tomorrow. So I am facing the choice to choose my future or my past. And I will choose my past. I'm not dumb. No, I will choose my future. Do you understand? As much as we have love for family and we enjoy love from family, every human seeks to create a world of his own. Yeah, I love my mother. Everybody that knows me knows that I idolize my mother. I idolize her a lot. But would you? I don't think I can stay with my mother for 1 week. Problem at what? Love, yeah, love from afar. Here you get love from distance. And my mommy knew how to do too much. Ìgbà yẹn lè máa jí láàárọ̀ máa gbá àwọn bible kan àwọn bible kan tó ti falà sáàrin wọ́n ti shade wọ́n ti fi pencil paint bíi 50 pages nínú ẹ̀ wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n á kí ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n ní sọ fún ẹ kó tó sá lọ. Our Bible is older than anybody. I've known that Bible since I was born. But wait here, the kako. If my mother carried that Bible for you, you have committed a very serious offense. You are finished. Just know that you are gone. You will not enjoy that day. I mean, the quality by what is Sammy, if you pencil, if you can, if you ruler, if you can. I would come and be shaking. I can't stay with my mother for 5 days straight. I don't think it's possible. You understand? You know, the work. I was planning to go to Nigeria last year before COVID-19. My mother was like, send the wo, call the fish renovation. Go today because I still have a room in my mother's house now, whether I like it or not. I'm the one using master bedroom there. My clothes are still in my drawer. Go to, I have one orange suit that my friend used to use. He made the He's still in my wardrobe till now. Nobody is staying there. My mother said I should send money that they need to fix the water system in my bathroom, and then they should repaint. I was like, what is she saying? So I'm like, this woman must really be thinking wrong thing. You know? In your heart of hearts, you really think I'll come to Nigeria and stay in your house? If not for anything, to avoid your morning devotion, I don't want to stay there. Hey? Morning devotion tó máa dàbí crusade. Àbí ara gan wọ́ọ̀dọ̀ máa ṣe morning devotion bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó máa gùn ní 6 a.m. ló máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ bíi 6 to 8 ní kí ló dé? We enjoy all the love from family. And of course, if you want to ask, maybe some of you will be real enough to know that family can get on your damn nerves. Ooh, Lord, family can get on your nerves, but you still love them because you don't have a choice. It's an organic love. It's an organic love. We didn't create it. We just fit into it. We just fit into it. Woo! What a family for if not to provoke each other. Family can get on your damn nerves, man. Yeah, that's me. I love my mother from distance. There's no way I will stay with. I will go to Nigeria and stay in my mother's house. I ain't shaming. It will ruin all your trip. Like all your trip is gone. Every friends that come to visit you, one my boss someone. But oh, baba me, especially when it's a woman. Like some girl cannot visit you and not hear preaching. Any girl that visit you automatic is girlfriend. Like why? Why? Mama Agbo, I on scope format I had to job. Format to don't do more. How are you? God bless you. But kí lorúkọ ẹ? Deborah. Okay. Deborah. Ọmọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ Deborah ẹ̀dẹ̀ jọ́ra o. Fọ́mátì ni ọmọ rẹ̀ wọn kan jẹ́ Deborah. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ jọ́ra o. Pẹ̀lẹ́. Bọ̀ ìwọ ń ṣe Yorùbá o. Yorùbá ni mímà. Okay. Níṣẹ́ kò sọ pé ọmọ ìlú wo ni máa lo format. Pẹ̀lẹ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ pẹ̀lú mi nìwọ náà. Okay. Ṣé ẹjọ́ wà lọ́hùn yẹn ni àbí báwo lẹ ṣe mọ́ra lórí mi ò pẹ̀lẹ́? Ọlọ́run á máa ṣàbò lórí yín. Ìṣọ́ Ọlọ́run á máa fi ìṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ yín. Ẹ máa lórí ẹ máa bọ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń dáwọ́ dé báyìí lọ́lọ́run máa sọ di rere. Ọlọ́run á lè ṣe yín lọ́rẹ̀ ara yín. Àní gbọ́rọ̀ ta ló rán wọn ṣe? Ta ló sọ fún yín kí mo bẹ́ ṣọ̀rẹ́? Wọ́n á kàn máa lo àwọn format tí ò work. Àwọn format wọn ti format tó ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. So you have to love family from distance. And when it comes to getting on your nerves, family can get on your damn nerves. Family can be provoking. How many? Yes. No, immigration call. They will turn to consular officer. My mother is Agba consular general. You know when they ask you question in the embassy, consular officer can ask dumb questions. Um, you're traveling to the United States? Yes. What's the purpose of visit? I want to go and see my family and spend some time in holiday. Oh, so you want to go for holiday? So you are going to be staying with your family? No, I will stay inside the fish pond. You are mad. They, that's how my mother will be asking you questions. When they want to get on your nerves. So we enjoy love from family, in summary. But we unavoidably, those people who are not fortunate to have a very loving family or a very formidable family, they will really think that they have missed something. Family love. Come and ask those who actually have family love. Family love comes in full package. It comes with family annoyance too. Family as much, the more, in fact, the more they love you, the more they get on your nerves. The more family, if it's like a well-bonded family and you guys do things together and you love each other, the more they stay bonded, the more they get on each other's nerves. You will send money to my brother to say, help me buy ABC. He will say, okay. He will take your money and buy A, B, and then X, Y, Z. And then call you back to say, there's no money to buy C. Why? Because I buy X, Y. Who send you? I just think it is good. And you think you should not feedback to me before you buy it. What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah, call police now. That's one person I don't play with money. I tell people who know me, I always say it. I don't do business with family. Because if they put you for dagba, you want to call police, say you want to arrest your family, you want to arrest your sister. They know that you cannot do anything. So when they want to mess you up, they mess you up without remorse. They know that you will settle it later. A well-bonded family, the more you share the love, the more you get on each other's nerves. So it's organic, it's fixed. You just fit into family love. You don't choose it, you can't help it, you don't determine it, you can't feel like, oh, yeah, I don't like you, I'm done with you. That siblings who don't grow with each other, but even if they don't talk to each other at all anymore, trust me, they just lie. They still think about each other. The love is there. It's just situations and circumstances, events and precedents that has created a temporary state of bigotry among both of them. So family love is different. It's never enough because it's fixed. We didn't create it. Our creative instincts want to create a world of our own. No matter how your family love you, no matter the level of love and togetherness and fellowship you share from family, the creative instinct to create a world, build a world of affection around yourself comes in, and you just long and yearn to create something for you, something that is made by you and for you, something that is exclusive to you. My mother used to do some one funny thing, and she inherited it from my grandmother. My grandmother, God rest her soul, will call you in the room. I will run from school. I come from school, then I'm like, I need money, this and this. My daddy will give me story, my mom will give me story. Last resort, last option is my grandmother. I will run to my grandmother. My grandmother is not working, but she have money like mad. Because everybody used to die join to my grandmother's side. This one will bring money. So my grandmother she's doing well. And we know. But my grandmother will always say, every time my grandmother will give me money, she will say, this is her last card. Last go sweet bá ti fún ẹ nílé báyìí nísìn Ọlọ́run ni ó bọ́ mi títí oṣù máa fi parí kí n tó rẹ́ni tó tún máa fún mi lówó kò sí kankan mọ́. My grandmother always spend her last card till she die. It's always last card. Tomorrow she will spend that money right in your face. She will still come hello and buy like 2,000 naira meat. I thought we spent last card yesterday. So that's how I'm going. My grandmother will call you in the room if she feels like you have need, and she will say, owó tí lágbájágáyá tiẹ̀ fún mi. She will call me in the room and say, sit down. I will sit down, she will gist with me, and then all of a sudden she will put her hand under her pillow and bring envelope of money, and she will say, take, use it for what you want to use it for. But I beg you, don't tell your siblings so. Don't tell your cousins so. Don't tell your cousins so. Don't tell your siblings so. Because I am only doing this for you because I know that you are serious, and because you know I love you. You are different from the rest of them. And I just feel like you need this money. My grandmother will talk to you from a very personal angle. You will think that you are my grandmother's favorite. We always just carry that emblem on our head to think that my grandmother loved me differently. She always can't stand me have need. I'll be like, Mama, there's something. As we are stepping out of our room, she say, please now. I put it in the pocket. Me too, sharp guy. I will not tell anybody. It is when it's weeks later, sometimes months later, one person will just send a photo to now say, but my last month, my course I gave me 5 billion. Maybe he has finished spending the money. Me giant, or more, my family, you will not be like, 5 billion. I want me, one of me now. You will find out that my grandmother gave each and every one of you, and he's still telling you that don't tell anybody. And I'm doing this for you because you know you are different. Everybody is different. All the cousins, we are all different. So you will think that she's having a personal interest in you. Wash. And mother too started it. She has started it. I think it's Saturday they get to the day. Mother now will talk to her and say, oh my word, me bang one to question. Only for my sister to call me 1 week later to say, mommy sọ pé, I'm like, wọ́n sọ pé what? I thought it was supposed to be a confidential discussion between me and her. Why did I remember? That's another dexterity of family love. Loyalty is not there. If it's a functional family that share really bond, you and this person are close today, it doesn't mean he can't shank you. You say you have confidential matter with them, the person can, because as they are loyal to you, they are loyal to every other person. It's a balanced love. You understand? So if you think you are going to get some preference or some preferential love, or you have your own person, yeah, you can have your own person. But trust me, that your own person can fall your hand anytime. You can leak your secret to this other person because it's loyal to every other person too. So family love is not, you can't monopolize it, so to say. Yeah, Benny, I'm going to handicap. I'm going to do 2.5. You can't monopolize it. So we always want to create something for ourselves. There's an instinct, there's a creative nature of man, which is inherent with the nature of God, that want us to create. We always want to create something that is for us. So the instinct to create the world of our own, a world of affection, is there. So let me reiterate. So we establish that everybody needs love, and it is clearly not family love. Family love is entirely different. There's no such thing as me. I'm gone beyond that. Me, I don't care about love. Fuck love. I'm just focusing on my life and on my career. I'm just focusing on my... Single mothers can deceive themselves. Hey, me, I want mommy love, call me by. Not if for any dogging. Everybody need love. Again, just like family love, children are another form of family. So those are family love. You can't compare it to nothing. Your children can be very close to you. They can give you that warm, that support and all of those things. But that's not it. The creative instinct to create what is your own will still come up. It will still come up. There's nobody that doesn't want to be loved. Hear me. There are so many people who Arimo Ken, Amo Bed, Asha, okay. First of all, I don't know where you get this long name from, but I know that you are looking for my trouble. I just don't know what you are saying. Your wife, they can Ramon married women on Facebook. She is good that we should be allocating courses on each other. She is it so pure? I'm not sure what you are talking about. I'm not sure who, but I know it's not a good thing. I know you are a suspect. Everybody need love. Everybody. Now, let me say this. Everybody want to be loved. That is one thing that unifies us when it comes to our mind. Whether you admit to it, whether you agree to it, whether your frustration is not letting you see it, the reality is everybody wants to be loved. That's simple. You really look amazing. Oh, that's a nice dress on you. Oh, I watched you on that presentation. You really did well for that. I'm so proud of you. I love your smile. Oh, you have a beautiful teeth. Everybody love that shit. Okay. We are wired to function. It's like a fuel by encouragement. Stop being a superwoman and a superman by thinking those things don't matter to your life. You are dying poco a poco. You are dying percent by percent. You are dying small, small. You those ones are big, big English for you. You are dying little by little. God, who created us, needs an encourager. That's why he created man. That's what the Bible says. Thou, O Lord, that inhabited the praises of his people. He lived there. God. So everybody want to be loved. Please follow me. This is very important so that you don't miss it. But not everybody can love. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody enjoys to be loved. Everybody respond to love. But it's not everybody that can love. Let me paraphrase that. Everybody is open to be a recipient of love. We know, we look forward to receive love. We thrive in an atmosphere of love and warmth and affection. But it's not everybody that can dispense love. We all can receive, but not everybody can give. Is anybody following me? Do you understand what I'm saying? There is nobody on earth that find it difficult to receive love. We only have so many people that find it difficult to give it. Everybody find it easy. Damola Muji, how are you? It's been a while I see you. Everybody, there's no problem in receiving love. We thrive in such atmosphere. We thrive in the atmosphere of love. We look forward to enjoy love, either by affectionate relationship, platonic relationship, cordial relationship, peer group and affinities and all of that. We receive love everywhere, even online. Some of you'll be deceiving yourself. But me, you like it when you post something and plenty people are liking and commenting it. You like it. There's nobody listening to me now who don't feel some kind of way that you make a post. You post your own picture, that you dress, fine, makeup. You post your picture. Nobody comments. Nobody like, you will feel some kind of way. But we always act as if it doesn't matter to us. I don't need anybody to, look back. We all receive love. We all look forward to receive love. Why do you think some people, grown-ass women, somebody's grandmother, every day of the week, we spend time, dance to like 3 singles on Facebook. Dance, turn front, turn back, turn dance. They are just paying a price just to receive love, just to enjoy that attention. And don't blame them. And it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Whatever you can do that makes you feel in place, do it. Now, if you are sitting somewhere in the corner and see somebody who is doing that and you are judging him, there is dangbana in your head. Because you are not correct. Because the reception you are having is not the same reception somebody else is having. If all it takes for somebody to feel validated and feel love is for her to dance and twerk on her story on Facebook, let her twerk. Cool. I'd rather have her twerk and I look at her and look at the bottom. I don't fall from the maybe you need the shot. Than rather see her having depression. You understand? I would rather have you twerk on Facebook 7 days a week than see you in the psych ward treating depression. You know? So, we should be very careful how we judge people's action. Don't blame people for their action when you don't know their reason. I wish somebody can take that home. I wish it can guide your sense of judgment when you want to form an opinion over people. Don't blame people for their actions when you don't know their reasons. You can never be right. And it's a matter of time. You might be in their state one way or the other. One day, somehow. Let me not jump fence. We'll still get to those deeper places. There's an incident that happened recently that made the whole social media blasting. And we all have different, the whole of Nigeria media broke into two in favor and against. I form a position. I really didn't form a position, but at the end of the day, when I have a deep reflection in it, I'm not in favor or against. Because 90% of people who are against, the truth is this: you can be in that same state or in a different scenario and you will do the same thing that you judge somebody else for doing now. It's not everybody that do bad thing wants to be bad. Some people don't have a choice. Number one. Number two, sometimes you have to do the wrong thing for you to get the right result. I hate this when people do it to me. You are calling me on Messenger, I'm ending the call, and you continue to redial my phone. Do I hold your kidney? Am I holding your kidney? Don't blame people for their actions when you don't know their reasons. Because that same thing you criticize in somebody today, you might inevitably not have a choice than to do that same thing, maybe in another situation, sometimes in your life. Why will he date married man? Why will he collect somebody's husband? Slow down. Kamaya will come. Sometimes some people did not know when they started it. I'm not validating somebody who did that. I'm not saying it's right. There's no right or wrong there. he took a decision that she thought is in her best interest at the time that she needed to make the decision. She might now end up, it might now end up being a wrong decision. What that means, right or wrong, is the result that comes out of it later. By me. Because some people are evil. Don't get it wrong. Some people are actually evil. They went all out to do evil. And they did this thing. And you will say, why did he do it? But slow down on how you condemn it, because you might have a right reason for doing the same thing. But people will not understand your reasons. People will not give a shit about your reasons. They will remember how you condemned that person. And they will come back to you. Somebody sent me a video of a lady today, that Lariat, throwing shade at Mercy Aigbe. I'm not a fan of what Mercy did. It don't make any sense to me. But again, I'm not going to judge her. So Lariat is throwing shade at Mercy Aigbe. And somebody said, do you know this woman dated Pasuma and spent all her life savings on Pasuma, as at the time Pasuma was married? And Pasuma was not even this big. So what is he condemning in Mercy Aigbe? She has forgotten. Now, her sense of judgment is natural. She'll take a position. And she has the right to take a position. But she has forgotten that she has one pin in that shoe. So now, that's what I'm saying. Be careful how you nail people when they take decisions that is about their life. You don't know the rationale behind their actions. The same thing you condemn in somebody can happen to you. And you will do the same thing or worse. So many people have killed for the right reason. As bad as killing is, thou shalt not kill. It's against the law. But some people actually killed for the right reasons. I know a friend who hates dating married men. In fact, broke up her friendship with her friends for dating married men. I didn't say married you, dating married men. She has one child now that she gave birth to. And she gave birth to that one child for a married man. Guess what? Devil sent this man to her life and played so smooth on her, and she never knew that the man was married. And she got pregnant for the man. And found out that the man is actually married. He's not married that the wife is somewhere. No, he lived with his wife and children. I don't know how she played into that scheme. Whether she like it or not, she have a child now giving birth to for a married man. It is people who are friends that will understand that she did not know. The housewife of that man and her friends, you think they will take her as an excuse? What will they say about her? That's what they will say about her. It is our own people that we know she was a victim of deceit. So, somebody asked a question, which I will want to take a break and open for a discussion. I told you this is a chat room. We're supposed to be chatting. Okay. Maybe you people will always say I'm harsh. When one day my head will just go overboard and I will just call somebody out and post that, they will say, he's attacking with it. He's insensitive. I won't put you will not see when somebody that I don't know from Adam will just be blasting my phone like this. For what? For what? It's so interesting, man. This is what I go through typically almost every day. Somebody that has never said hello before, we've never chatted before, we just dive and start calling me on video call. How? 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 A normal person that his brain is working, if you call somebody one time and the person is not pick, for the benefit of doubt, maybe you call the second time. If you call somebody twice and the person did not pick, behave yourself, slow down, send text, give him like 3-4 hours before you ever try to call him back. That's courtesy. When you call somebody 3 straight times, that's an harassment. That's complete harassment. And let's forge ahead. Somebody asked a question and he said, what is love? We're not going to waste our time going delving and beveling into the nitty-gritty of definitions. Okay? Because one, we will never have the same definition. But I will define it in a very funny way. Number two, the concept of love is a wide, is a compound word that encapsulates so many elements that one definition might not be able to cover all of the elements at the same time. So in trying to define what love is, you will leave some essential fundamentals of love. So it's better not to. No, it can't be urgent. I don't have anything with anybody that will be calling, blast my phone. If it's somebody I know, I would have answered. I don't know the caller. Exactly. I like this. Recently, I saw somebody make a post on Facebook. And the person that make the post is somebody that I'm familiar with. I've talked to a couple of times. And that post, when I saw it, it broke my heart. Like, I was disturbed for days. And I will tell you why I was hurt. For you to write something like this about somebody else is inhuman, but that's not the point. It shows that you are daft as a person. Oh, bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run, oh, mọ Ọlọ́run. Because tó bá mọ èèyàn, tó bá mọ Ọlọ́run, things that will not come out of your mouth or out of your fingers. Was making an update talking about somebody who just got married recently and had a very laudable ceremony for a wedding, saying the wedding has found out that the wedding has scattered and they have used police to chase each other out, and was making a mockery of that. I don't know how true or false the story is, but let's even say it is true. Should you take a joy in this? That somebody who had that kind of wedding, at the wedding has not even lasted 2 years, and even if it broke, should it be something that you should take pleasure in discussing? Oh, excuse me, you think you've been married for how many years? And you think it is because you are a good woman. You see all these religious people, they find it very easy to take a position to say, me, I'm not a wayward girl. You are very stupid. You need to see some very, very small, serious girl than you. You are not a wayward girl, but they've been knocking you since you are in necessary. You have moral, like you are decent. Raise your hand and can you say it in front of your parents since you've been collecting dick? No, now you are just acting up at home and acting up in church. You know in the heart of hearts, some of you have committed serial abortions, but nobody knows. But you now find yourself in one marriage and you are just sitting down there and covering your shit and you are just pointing finger and condemning other people. Oh, because you don't wear earring and you don't wear raggedy geezer, you don't wear mini skirt, and you don't go to club and you don't go to party, that makes you a good woman. No, that's not what defines a good woman. That's not what defines a good woman. No. But if you think that's what defines a good woman, I will show you tons of good women like you, fanatics, religious, who have good family, good home training, good background. Somebody said, oh, it's all these women who were raised by a single parent that they always misbehave. Oh, well, I will show you women who were raised by both families in love in a Christian founded Bible believing home who still have a broken marriage. So if you still keep your marriage together and there's no brain in your head that tells you that it's not because you know how to do it right or you are exceptional in certain, no. And I will equally show you girls who are dangbana shoko from day one of their life. on the movie, on the people, on the where we were on the, and they still keep a very laudable, enviable, and happy marriage. The race is not for the sweet, my dear. Who do you know on this surface of the earth that willingly want to have a messed up marriage? No? Don't joy in anybody's downfall, because the pendulum is still rolling. You can still stop at your own space. Huh? And then people started commenting. Hey, really? Yeah, I said it. Somebody said, I read the comment that says, I knew from the start that the marriage will not last. Ah! That's a devil. Devil right there. I don't have any personal relationship with the person, but I feel that's just gross. I don't even have sympathy for the person they are talking about. I feel very ridiculous about them talking. Everyone waiting to mock you at the verge of failure. God will use your success to dumbfound them. Àwọn tó fẹ́ wò ṣẹ́jú àkàn, wọ́n máa pẹ́ létí omi. Ibi tó ti ń dúró kán ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ yín. Ọlọ́run á fi ṣe rere yín, á fi gbé wọn sínú ìdè, wọn ò ní lè yọjú síta. It's ridiculous. How can you just say you know from the start that somebody's marriage will not work? Why? And guess what? You can't give what you don't have. People who talk like that and who say things like that are people who nothing is going on in their life. You are mocking single mother and somebody that is married broke. But that person is living a better life than yours. You that you are married. Ordinary, you can't tune TV station in your own house and tune it to a TV channel that you want by yourself. You will have to say, Daddy Kunle, shake your mother, 4 o'clock. You are a fucking slave in your house. You don't have a voice. So many people would rather be single than being the kind of marriage that you have. But you come outside and cover it up with your fake life. He that thinketh his stand, let him take heed lest he fall. I'm mocking one person because he said marriage did not work, or he's a single mother. He did not marry her. You know how they say he has not married. That, so if you do something wrong now, you say that don't go to she ready to go confessing it. Yeah, I want work to man go. But you that you are married, in the last 6 months, they have not opened your pants, but you are in marriage. But you are coming here to you are sleeping with a man in the house, but they have not off your bra one day to even see whether you even, maybe to even see whether you even they shave on that day. The single mother you are mocking is getting in left, right, and right. One grace here, one engine steady. You work with the two one. Meanwhile, she has freedom to be herself and live her life and work her job. She's having a good job. She's established. You know why some people are mocking single mothers? All those married women. Those of you who are single mothers and you have married women as friends, there's nothing wrong with it. But you see, when they misbehave with you, you see sometimes they act with you anyhow. It's not because they are mocking you. If you see yourself as if you are being a single mother is a deficiency, you are stupid. It's a state that you can choose to be out or choose to remain in. Every situation you are in life is a state. It doesn't define you. You see, when those married men misbehave with you, they just get angry with you. It's not because they hate you. It's not because they are mocking you. It's because they are, most times, 9 out of 10 times, they are envious of you. They wish to have the independence that you have, but they don't have it. They wish that they have the benefit because they are bloody slaves in their own marriage. He's going to party in June. He's already telling the husband since January, asking for permission. but it's here. So when they react uncomely to you, once they begin to condemn you or begin to act jealously with you, they don't hate you. Don't let them talk you down. Being a single mother is not a defect, it's a state, and it can equally be a decision. They are actually jealous of you. They wish they have the independence that you have. They wish to enjoy the freedom that you enjoy. But they can't. Because they are married to Hitler. They are married. You are a single mother, raising your children by yourself. But you are still affording every luxury. You are changing your car every 2 years. Your children are having the finest of things. And you think they will not beef you. And they marry 2 heads are better than one. But with 2 heads, one token. Mama karama kankan. Karama kankan. So it will be stupid to water yourself down and see yourself as being deficient or being below equal because you are a single mother and because you don't have a husband. I've talked to so many single mothers and say, I just want to have somebody to just. One girl said she couldn't get a maid because every time she interviewed maid and they start work, they just act stupid with her just because they don't see a man in their place. Tomate a man figure nínú ilé. They will not do those things they are doing to me. I'm like, my friend, she bad even Modobaya. Don't ever see those things as a deficiency. What is happening to you is not happening to you because you don't have a man in your life. Because there are people who have man in their life that the same thing is happening to. Which leads us to the first element of love. And this is where I'm going to stop today. We've talked about, the nature of love and how it got started, and talks about the essentials of it. We all need it so that we can be on the same page. And somebody don't say, "Oh, me, I'm done with it," and you are deceiving yourself. You are only living in denial. We all need it, and then we separate family love and family bond from affectionate love. Everybody needs somebody to hold, to talk to. They need a companion, a friend, a shoulder, an encourager, a motivator, an inspirer, somebody who smile at your joke, who pat your back when you fail, somebody who lift you up when you fall, somebody who will always be your ride or die, somebody who believe in you, who take a confidence in you, who have a succor in you, somebody who will, the whole world might crumble and judge you, but this person will pick you up and say, you messed up, but it's okay. We are going to go through this together. Everybody needs somebody who looks at you and tell you how beautiful you are, how amazing your smile is, how important you are to him, how much you rock his world, how much you. Everybody needs somebody. But we're going to discuss the first element of the first part of this series, which starts from within. Ladies and gentlemen, I said earlier that everybody wants love, but not everybody can give love. It's easy to be a recipient of love. It's easy to be a recipient of love. But it's very difficult. It's not everybody that can give love. It's not difficult to give, but it's not everybody that can give it. Hear me. Those who find it difficult to give love, they did not choose to. It's a defect. It's a dysfunctionality. There are people who are living in fear. Hear me. The opposite of love is what? Somebody will say hate. Hate is a reaction. The opposite of love, because love is not a reaction. Oh, so love is a feeling. No. Love is a way of life. Okay? Love is actually a way of life. The opposite of love is fear. No, it's not hate, it's fear. The state of fear is what makes you hate. The state of fear makes you react with hatred. Let me explain this to you in the best way I can explain it to you. Then I sum it up to the basic thing that I want to talk to you about today. Now, how many of us remember the whole George Floyd riot about the Black Lives Matters and police killing blacks and all that? George Floyd and was he escalated and but let me give you the basis behind this thing. Before the death of George Floyd, there's been a high rise of white cop killing black people. I want to say emphatically to those who care to listen that have I been profiled since I've been living in America as a black African man? Yes. Have somebody talks to me about, talks to me with some level of disdain and, racial statements and racial level, some level of bigotry and hatred because I'm an African and because of how I talk? Yes. But hear me, the few times that I've been profiled and somebody making a homophobic statement to me, I've been profiled by black people. Not one day has any white man been a racist to me. And this has been the experience of so many other African men that I've talked to. Black Americans have profiled me, not whites. In the world of today, are there white racists? Yeah. Yeah. But you see, in the issue of police brutality in America, I'm not talking of Nigeria, white cop killing black people, do you know in reality is not true? There's no white cop there's nobody that is a police that we want to kill somebody for a personal objective. They know they are trained better than that. They know what they stand on the face better than that. But this is the problem. But are there white cops actually killing black people? Yes, they are. But this is the problem. When blacks, just like a month ago in Baltimore here, a, a black lady, police officer, drove to a spot to just they just drive somewhere and just sit down in the car. Sat down in the car right there, just monitoring the environment. And a 19-year-old teenage boy, black also, walked beside the police vehicle and shot her twice. Po, po. The motive behind that killing has not been established. They rushed this girl to the hospital and she died in the hospital. It will not make a news. I'm sure all of you are just hearing it for the first time. Right here in Baltimore, just like 15 minutes from my house. Black people shooting the police. Police pulling black people all over because they have gun and they have weed in their car. They will attack the police first just to make an escape. There is a wall of fear between a black man and the police. So it's not again black against whites. It's black against cop. Why? Because there has been multiple history of black people being pulled over on the streets and police is questioning them, ask for license and registration, and he will just open his drawer. Instead of him to bring license and registration, he will bring a gun and shoot the police officer. So every police, when they stop a vehicle, they will run your tag. They already see your name. They already see your picture. When they are coming down, knowing that you are a black person, they are doubling up their defense mechanism. Because right now, as a police officer on duty right now, he's about to go and face death. Ikú tó ń pojú gbà ẹni. Òwe ló ń pa fún ni. If 4 officers have died in your police station, and the 4 of them were shot by a black man, when you are on duty and you have to stop a black man on the highway, in the bush, what will your instinct suggest to you? Will you not see death right in front of you, and you are going to face death and ask death question? That's what you are going to say. So when they are going, they are doubling up their defense mechanism. So when he's coming towards that car, he's putting his hand on his trigger while he's talking to you. Putting his hand on his trigger, again, becomes a fear to the black man sitting in his car. Why? And of course, you know how those people talk. Why? What did I do? What did I do? Yo, I don't know why they can't talk to police like this. Good afternoon, officer. I've been pulled over by a white cop many times. As he was talking to him, he was like, put your hands on the wheel. Yes, sir. License and registration is in my safe. Can I reach out for it? So yes. He was making an argument that doesn't make sense. But I'm like, sir, that's not correct. This is what it is. I'm like, can you turn your body cam on? Those things are law. They will do it. But they pull you over and say, I'm recording your ass. I'm recording you. You're not gonna where's your license? I'm not giving you shit. Fuck up. What's wrong with it? That's how you kill. You want it because I'm a black man? You are raising his fear up. His fear is already like this. You are raising his fear up like this. So anytime they are talking and the black man just move, move, what will the police call, the white police do? Because he feels that you can kill him, he will kill you first. He did not kill because he hates. He killed because he's afraid. He killed because he's afraid. I will not jump some elements today and leave it for next time we are going to talk. If I have time tomorrow, I might come on. If not, I will see you next Saturday. This is where we have a problem. People say they are in love. You know why relationships don't work these days? You know why relationships are failing? It's because everybody will. And I will tell you what I mean by that. Everybody is too conscious and too defensive. You love somebody and then you are going into a relationship with him and you are just feeling like we go into a relationship with an expectation that the person will mess up. Do you understand? Everybody is self-aware. You go into a relationship, you love this guy, but you don't trust him. Hear me. There is no love without trust. If you can't trust like you have never been hurt, you don't deserve being in love. I will say that again. If you can't trust, if you can't love and trust like you have never been hurt, you don't deserve being in love. Oh, yes, you know everything that men do. You have read all the books about the heart of man. And this is how men do. You know all things that men do. You don't have any business knowing what men do. If I cannot apply the knowledge of men, all you need to know is what this man do. What is particular to you. This one. Not men. You are taking a judgment of an entire gender over a person. We go into a relationship, clear cut with like this, like police dog. What you are looking for, you will find. Because the only thing we're looking for when we're in a relationship is his flop. What did they do? What did they do? How did they? Okay, it's Christmas. Let me see what he's going to do. He's going to his mother's house. Let me see how his mother will react to me when I meet him first. And what did he? Why did he introduce me to his friend? This is we are waiting for the unexpected. And that's how we found it. Rather, we are supposed to go into a relationship to give love and to be a light. But we go there just like the white cop, with our hands on the trigger. And see, before you shoot me, I will shoot him. So this one is coming defensive, this one is coming defensive. So there's a wall here, there's a wall here. How are we going to ever synergize? This is the reason why relationships don't work. But we are not there yet. You are making me jump. So everybody know how to enjoy love, but not everybody give love. And this is the fundamental of our talk today. That love starts from within. Those who find it difficult to give love, they don't give love. It's not because they don't want to give love. They don't give love because they don't know how to give love. Don't blame them. Sympathize with them. It's a horrible thing for you to find yourself lost, fall out of love. Matter of fact, they hurt themselves more than they hurt people that they get into a relationship with. At the end of the day, have you not realized that those who treat you wrongly and did so bad, if you are sincere, if you are a good person yourself, because sometimes all of you say they break your heart, but you are actually the problem. People that you give your heart to, pour your heart to, and they dash it and mismanage and misappropriate you. Have you not realized that 9 out of 10 times their life is always miserable at the end? When they think they have hurt you and they break your heart and they walk away, look back and look at them 5 years, 10 years from now, and see that their life is miserable, horrible, nothing to write home about. It's not orí ẹ̀kọ́ ló dájọ́ fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni, orí ẹ̀ kì í ṣe Festus Keyamo àbí George Judy. It is that something is wrong in their head. That thing is what makes them hurt you in the first place, and that thing is still haunting them. People who can't stay in love, remember our topic, living in love. People who can't stay in love, it's not because they don't want to, it's because there is a problem. As much as you're angry with them, have sympathy for them. Something is wrong. That's why they can't get their life together. Because love starts from within. Hear me. You can't give what you don't have. If you don't have love, you can't give love. The first demonstration and expression of love is to yourself. I'm looking for somebody that will love me. In fact, some people even miss the concept of love, of relationship, because, hey, let's be clear in these terms. There's a difference between love and relationship. We are still talking about love now. We are not talking about relationship yet and marriage. Having the right mindset first, living the right way of life first, before you even venture to endanger somebody's life with you. You cannot give what you don't have. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody. If you have not lived in love, I didn't say fall in love. I didn't say love somebody. If you have not learned to live in love, it will be difficult to fall in love. Love is an attitude. It's a way of life. It's a mindset. And the first person to enjoy that love in you is you. Show me somebody that doesn't love himself. I will show you somebody you should run away from. Because if he doesn't love himself, what are you expecting from him? Do you not know there are so many people who don't love themselves? People who take themselves with laxity, ignominy, carelessness, lackadaisical attitude about their own life, about their ambition, about their own dream. Somebody who cannot put himself together and take a decision about his life and follow through it and achieve substantial results, not even big, even if it is small, precept by precept. You are dating a man that every time you go to his house, you are the one that will pick different leg of shoe and different color of socks at his door mount and help him pick it up. One will be at the dormant, one will be in the living room, and then socks the color of man, and you'll be saying the second pair socks is that, second pair lay that, and he doesn't even know where they are. Every time you go there, you have to pick pieces of socks and shoe, and then go and arrange it in his closet. Oga, madam, ladies, listen to me. There are some cheap things that can just make you know a man to run for. Do you not know that that man lacks coordination about his own life? As cheap as that. Somebody who have medical conditions. You see a man that have heart problem, and you are still the one begging him, oh, there's man fast, I must stop smoking. It's not that they told him in church. He knows that he has heart problem. He doesn't love himself. Which love will he give you? A man that can talk to his mother anyhow, right in your presence. Right in your presence. And you still went ahead and married that kind of a man. If he can shout on the mother, how difficult will it be for him to slap you? Easy fix. We slap the crap out of you. Say, I don't do my things outside. I don't want family in my own matter. He cut you off from everybody. Nobody could reprimand him. You are dating a man that you don't know anybody with him that you can talk to say, this guy is doing this thing, please talk to him. He has nobody that he reference, nobody that he respects, nobody that can say, come and see me, I need to talk to you. Nobody that can say, stop doing that. And you are following that. You are trading your emotions for a risk that is irredeemable. He doesn't love himself. Some people were raised in a very hostile circumstance. And hear me, let nobody use their background as excuse for the reason why they cannot live in love. Living in love is an intentional life, an intentional behavior. And my father and my mother, they were not together. I really did not raise up with family. And that's why you are misbehaving as a man. No, who told you how to do doggy? Who taught you? I've never seen my father and my mother, share love together. That's why I'm not emotional. Who taught you how to give head? Did you see your father and mother doing doggy? I thought you didn't never see your father and mother, being together and sharing love. That's why you did not know how to love. But who taught you how to use one hand? With your eyes closed, you can stretch one hand to the back of a girl like this and unbuckle her bra with one hand. Who taught you that one? Let nobody use a background as basis for them not living in love. It's flimsy. Matter of fact, those who were raised from single parent family are the ones who crave for love the most because they want to be what they never had. You never live seeing your father and mother being in love, but you're not blind. It's a natural instinct, it's an human instinct. You will look forward to grow, to have a family, because you've never seen that, you've never been in that. They're the one who crave for love the most. They didn't have enough, so they want to create one for themselves. So it is a stupid, blatant excuse for anybody to say, it's because I did not see my family and my mother. I was raised by a single mother. That's why I don't know how to love people. It's a lie. They did not teach you how to shift this string to one side and insert. You did not see your father do that. So who taught you? You can't give what you don't have. Just in case I'm about to leave, we are people who have questions or contributions. The number to call is on your screen. I have the next 9 minutes to leave. I'm more disciplined with time now, and I want to be intentional about that. You can't give what you don't have. Sister, what have you done for yourself? And you done it by yourself, for yourself, completely with yourself, successfully. But you are complaining that men has come because your relationship is not working. What has worked in your life? Oh, it is man that take the blame for relationship not work. The one that is your own decision for yourself. How many of these have you worked? What has worked? You have not taken responsibility of your own life. How can you commit to taking responsibility over somebody else's life? In the last 3 years, you have done 4 businesses. And I complain that your relationship is not working. No, not working has become the order of your life. Nothing is working actually. So it's not the men, it's you. You are the scum. You have lacked the discipline and the commitment and the consistency to keep. Men has come. Men has come. The number to call is on your screen if you're calling in, and please be snap about it. Men has come. Men has come. Auntie, in the last 2 years, you have changed circle of friends 3 times. And now you don't even have friends. You are now going about, hey, whoa, me, I don't keep friends. So I like to just stay in my lane and be by myself. Is a lie. You are horrible. If women like you cannot deal with your foolishness, how do you expect a relationship with men to work? You will do yourself a favor by telling yourself the truth. Because you see, until you come to terms with what is not right in your life, that's when you are able to fix it. The problem why some people are hovering around the same circle. In fact, there is a repeated circle in your life. Every relationship just come and go the same way. And you are not sitting down to realize that you are doing something that is not right. It's not only relation that is not working, sister, nothing is working. Ogade, every woman is a thief. Every woman wants to take your money. You are broke. I don't know which money you are saying they want to even take from you in the first place. Women are not loyal. Women are not loyal. Oga, you change job every 4 months. Every other thing is not working. It's not women. It's you. It's you. Only you don't sell motor. Only you don't do forex. Only you don't do crypto. You will date this one, is after your money. You date that one, pastor said that God did not write you together. Ìwọ wèrè, ògbà pátá ń díẹ̀ o, kọ́kọ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ pastor kó tó máa bọ́ pàǹtí ń díẹ̀. Àti wá fọ́ ọmọ tinú tẹ̀yìn. Wà á lọ bá pastor, ìwọ àti pastor ẹjọ́ máa jó náà ni. Bí Ọlọ́run kò, pastor sọ pé kò sọ náà bẹ́ẹ̀. And then you date another one. It is that your mommy did not like her. It is then you date another one. First of all, if a man, grown-ass man is dating a woman and is going by, my mommy did not like her, you are very stupid. You are very, very stupid. As a matter of fact, as a woman, you should not even try to convince any man like that. He's telling you about my mommy said, as an excuse to walk away from you, and you are trying to talk that man into that kind of relationship. You must be dumb. Kick him out, walk him away. Because that's a man that doesn't have a mind of his own. The first element of a man is control. If he's not in control of his life, excuse me, how can it administer yours? You're going to be taking a risk of beavering around the Bermuda Triangle in the journey of life. What are the things in your life that you are yet to take responsibility for? Let me ask you, if somebody treats you the way you are treating yourself, will you not feel hurt? If somebody treats you the way you are treating yourself, will it not hurt you? How much have you loved yourself? How much of your life have you committed to your personal growth, to your mental health? How much of your life have you committed to building inner capacity? How much have you focused on yourself? You are focused on every other thing except you. Children, husband, school, mother, family, business. You always come last. If a man treats you like that, will you not feel hurt? Hear me. You are the one that will show people how to love you. If you don't love yourself right, and you don't respect yourself, and you don't value yourself, and you don't treat yourself good, nobody and no one will ever take you with a premium hand. Nobody and no one will ever see a value in you. You are the one that show people the pathway on how you should be treated. People go ahead and say, oh, that person, he looked down on me. Hear me. People need your permission to look down on you. Listen to this good. It takes somebody that is down for you to look down. If you are sitting on the ground, now if I want to look at you, I will look at you on the ground. But if you stand up, I am 6'3". So many people don't believe that. That's funny. If you have to look at me, Ogbeni, my good is okay, you will have to look up. Because I'm not down. You will be looking at the wrong direction. Invest in yourself. Love on yourself. That's how to learn to love others. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's simile, right? Literature students. Comparison using as and like. I've taught you biology today. Now I'm teaching you literature. That's simile. Figure of speech, right? Comparison using as or like. Love your neighbor as yourself. That means the prerogative and the standard at which you love others is how you love yourself. So what it means is that for you to love people, how you know how to love people is how you have loved yourself. This year, put yourself first. There's one between selfishness and self-worth, and you have to know the difference. Don't let anybody talk you down. They say you are being selfish. No, you are being self-conscious. Hello?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to I would really like you to give your advice here because I have a case to handle. The wife said whenever they have an issue and the husband doesn't eat at home, the mother of the man brings food to her house to feed the son, instead of her to sort out whatever the differences is between the couple. She brings food to the house. How do you handle a situation whereby your husband is actually the one that is selling the family out and making people feel you have a problem?
Does the wife make provision for food and the husband refused?
Yes, she actually did. She did.
Has this become a concurrent situation? Does it happen often?
Yes, and so she came to the church to speak to us about it. I personally felt it shouldn't be, but at the same time, I do not want to condemn the act outrightly because it may cause issues in the home. But at the same time, I would really want to say no, no, no. So for me, I do not know how to put it clearly to her because I don't want her to have any misunderstanding with her mother-in-law or whatever, But I feel a home that is hot should not be sorted out like that. She said when they go out in the morning, the husband will, if probably they agree to eat rice at night, it's the mother-in-law that will call her to say, why should we give my son rice in the night? Why can't he eat ever? How do you handle that?
Now take that part again. The mother-in-law says, why is he eating rice?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a conversation the couple had in the morning. Their mother is not there. The man's mother is not there. And before she gets to work that same morning, the mother-in-law is calling her and
calling the wife.
Why should you tell my son you eat rice in the night?
Okay.
Why can't you make a bar for him? Should I just tell her she's done with that kind of marriage?
That's simple. All right, let me respond to that. Did every one of you hear that question? The wife, every time you have discrepancies with the husband will refuse her food, and the mother will come to the house bringing food for the man. Well, common sense will tell us that the only reason why he's refusing food is because he knows that he has another alternative. It's very simple, my sister. Tell that woman to go back to her parents' house and quit that relationship. Don't divorce, just separate. If the man want to continue to enjoy the mother's benevolence, he can as well just continue to live with the mother. In fact, he should be knocking the mother. Come on, for your every woman, listen to me. Whoever told you that woman is a weaker vessel lied to you. It's not a contest. You see, that's where they mix it up with feminism. It's not a contest of who is bigger or who is lower, who is higher. No. It's a contest of everybody have their area of prevalence. Do you understand? And every woman hear me. If you don't know how to hold down your area of prevalence, you will suffer some ridicule, especially in African marriage. If you don't know how to be a woman and stay in your space, because you see, with no disrespect, you are just a woman just like your mother-in-law. I would not want to say some things that are awful, but you know that by law, if that woman be the hell out of that mother-in-law in his house, he's in a very rightful place. Because I don't know if you know that by law, when people are joined together in matrimony, that man becomes a personal property of the wife. You can't come and just like you bringing food to my dog and feed the dog in my house. Who sent you? If it's in a proper environment, you can sue that mother-in-law. If it's in a setup in a proper community like Western world, can sue her. You can't come and feed my husband in my house without my consent. Why? Why? It's called trespassing. But let's not even go by that. So that we will solve this problem without violence. Let her walk out of that home so that the mother can be bringing food for him every day. Women, make yourself valuable. force your value on a man that don't know how to respect you. No fight though. Just be scarce. And don't do talking. Don't resist the us to ṣàlàyé. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? No, kò sí nǹkan kan, mi ò kàn fẹ́ wàhálà ni, since the mọ́mì tí ń gbóúnjẹ wá jẹ́ kán máa, èmi kàn fi kí ni mo fẹ́ máa ṣe ń bí. Àlàyé jáde lọ, tọ̀ àwọn family ẹ̀ lọ, enjoy family love. If you have money, change environment, go vacation. Let that nigga miss you. Jọ́jí kan jí bá mu kó gba aṣẹ́wó, tó bá wù kó bá yẹ ẹ̀sùn. Until they begin to come to realization and respect your space as your home and leave your home for you. No. It's that I'm here, I'm not here. This is your home. But you see things like that, don't fight it. I will suggest less aggressive intervention, but there have to be an intervention. In fact, personally, I will personally advise that the woman confront the mother-in-law. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't be aggressive and don't be disrespectful. But you can confront somebody like, Mama, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ fàdé mi dé mi lórí náà. Kí ló tẹ̀ ń gbóúnjẹ wá fọ́kọ mi? Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ tó lé mi ní àbẹ́ fẹ́ tu? Tèmi àtọkọ mi bá ní problem, tẹ wá ń gbà yẹn, wọ́ṣẹ́ wá, tẹ wá ń gbóúnjẹ wá fún. Ṣé mo sóúnjẹ fún tí ò jẹ? Kí lẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ṣe? Confront her. Let her give you response. Because you see, whatever is not discussed does not exist. So that you can have something in record, I will strongly suggest that she confront the mother-in-law respectfully and less aggression. Once they could not come to terms, she needs to excuse herself, period. And withdraw everything she's contributing to that marriage. Everything. Every woman here, listen to me. You are too precious to be anybody's option. You are either a choice or nothing. No man should treat you like a piece of shit, like a toilet roll. They use you when they need you and then they trash you when they don't need you. No, it can't come to you. You can't be a wife when he's having congee and his honey, and then you are just that girl. But when his dick is hard, he comes and say, baby, baby. And then by the time he come, tomorrow morning is Mommy Junior. No, fuck that nonsense. You are either a choice or nothing. I don't care your age, whether you are a single mother of 5 or you are a virgin or you are 55 years old and you are still saying nothing reduces you. If you are good enough for him to notice you and approach you, you should be good enough for him to focus on you. If you are good enough to catch his attention, you should be good enough to keep his attention. You are either a choice or nothing. But 9 of 10 times, women by themselves pride themselves down. Because by yourself, you have negotiated yourself. Age is not on my side. You know I'm a single man. So begin to devalue yourself by yourself and begin to settle and sign deal that will not pay you. You yourself are fiwọ́sí lọ́ra ẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ fiwọ́sí mẹ́rin lọ́ra ẹ̀, tọkùnrin bá wọlé sí ẹ lára bẹ́ẹ̀, á fi mẹ́fà tó kù sí 10 ló máa rí. Now you can't bear it again. This is where the problem lies. You are either a choice or nothing. You can't be anybody's option. So she needs to excuse herself from that place. Wow. Yes, Fumi is asking a question. How do I know if a man is truly interested in me? Is he interested in me or just being nice? Fumi, let me tell you this, and I want you to listen to me. I beg you. I had this discussion with somebody yesterday. Women respond to feeling. Men respond to facts. Men respond to reality. Men are very intentional. Men are predators. When they move with a purpose. Have you seen lion hunt before? If there are 200 antelopes walking around in the jungle, when the antelope is still now, you can look at the 200 of them. But once he make his first jump and start pursuing, he's not pursuing 200 antelope and catch anyone that he can get. No. He has eyes as fixed on one. You will see that he will be chasing 200. All of them are running. He will clearly pass through some and overtake them like this, and he's still pursuing one. Predators chase with a very clear purpose and precision. And that's the mind of a man. Men are predators. Are you with me? Men are very, very intentional when it comes to what they want. Men are very, very intentional. Very, very intentional. What am I saying to you in essence for me? It is normal for everybody to be nice. It is good to be nice. It is nice to be nice. But if a man is interested in you, he does not only show it, he says it. Men are very precise. It is women that give you action and give you attention and build a wall and wrap up around you for you to notice them. Men don't function like that. Matter of fact, even if he likes you, but he doesn't know how to say it, he's just being nice to you. That's not a man to date. That's a man that is not yet man enough. Men should be very, very precise and be courageous to aim at what they want. I think you like me. You are wrong. Don't think for a man. He bought me this. He bought me that. If you like, let him buy you the living water. If you like, let him be the oxygen that you are breathing in. Whatever is not said does not exist. Don't let your own emotion mislead you, even if you like him. I am not a part of those who think that a woman cannot ask a man out. I don't believe that. There's something wrong. If you like him, put him to a discussion. Oga, what is all this nice you are doing? Are you a Alapo Meji? What do you want? Put him to a discussion, man. Don't you ever think he likes you. You have to know that he likes you. Have a conversation with him. Put him to a commitment. Don't be say you don't shift your pants. 6 months later, and I say, I thought we are friends. I thought we are just being cordial. And now you are hot. Or you see me with another girl, now your heart is broken. And I say men have scum. You are the scum. Men are very intentional. If he's not saying it, 2 things are involved. It's either he's not sure of what he wants, or he doesn't know what he wants. If he wants you, he should want you so bad that he will damn anything and come for it. Don't you ever think for a man. Don't you ever read a man's heart. You are not thermometer. Don't you ever read a man's heart. Whatever is not said does not exist. Do I answer your question? Woman ti juni ntore. I'm forward here down. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We started. Next time, I might possibly come tomorrow. I'm not promising, but if I can, then I will see you next Saturday. But if I'm coming tomorrow, I will have made an update in the morning. We are going to be talking about the natures of love. We are not talking about relationship yet, though. I'm talking about this mindset of love, this concept of love, nature of love. And we are going to be talking about the nature of trust, fear. Of course, like I said, fear is the opposite of love. Trust, fear. I'm going to be touching the nature, the elements. Love is selfless. Love is fearless. I love him so much and he loved me. We're in a relationship, but I'm just afraid. Afraid of what? Step back and figure out your fear. I'm just afraid. There is no fear in love. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been such an amazing time sharing with you guys today. I will see you again next time. I'll probably see you tomorrow. We'll see you on Saturday again. Thank you very much. Keep being you. The only thing that is impossible is what you say so. And don't forget, the devil always wins only when you quit. I love you very much. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.